Alright, so today we got the Island Boys. Now, I haven't talked about the Island Boys in a long time. If you didn't know, when I first started YouTube, I was doing documentaries. I actually made a whole story video about these guys. It did pretty well, but I pretty much haven't checked on them dudes since. And apparently things have not been going so good for these two. So if you look up on the screen right now, you'll see a mugshot. This mugshot is of Frank Venegas, aka one half of the Island Boys. And this mugshot is from his most recent arrest. Apparently he is sitting in jail right now facing some pretty serious charges. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good for him, and we're gonna cover everything here in just a minute going on with that. We're gonna read through the article and things like that, and I got a statement from one of the police officers. But to do a little catching up for those of you who have been with me for a while, who watched that whole story video that I made, I want to give y'all a little update real quick. So his brother actually went and made a video kind of talking about their situation, and Frankie is the one that was arrested. Alex is the one that made this video. Alex actually took some of the money that they made from their short-lived fame that they had and went and bought a house. Meanwhile, Frankie, I guess, went off the deep end. He wasn't as responsible. He ended up just abusing narcotics and things like that, you know, not making the wisest decisions. But his brother Alex made this video kind of explaining where they're at in their situation right now.
He's getting evicted. Because he talks about my son, our son. He's getting evicted. He hasn't paid a bill. Even his mom would tell me before.
And listen, that's another problem on why you don't use. Go on.
Even Jenny would tell me before we weren't cool and we would talk like every other day. She would say that Frankie's not paying his bills because of this and because of that. He's getting evicted from his house. He's brought Alex's credit down so much while we're in the middle of looking for a house, and it's not even his fault. It's his brother's fault because his brother hasn't paid his car in 4 months, and we could show you guys the voicemails of the car people calling him every single day saying, where is a payment? And it's under his name. We can't figure out if it's the cosign or the main one, but Alex's name is a part of it, and he has not paid it. And it's affecting him now, which is affecting us and our family because we had some issues trying to get a house.
Someone said that your brother has a problem and you need to help him. I already talked about this earlier. I said he's got to be willing to want to help himself. I already tried to help him, remember? Mm-hmm. I marshman-acted him.
And he called last night.
And that wasn't cheap.
When he called his mom last night, it was out of genuine concern and like hurt and wanting to help. And then like everyone just, this is what happened today from him doing that. Literally, that's all he was trying to do. And then today we wake up and it's like,
y'all back together. We've been back together. Yeah, he's got to be able to help himself, and then we could talk about me helping him.
And not have people around that enable him.
I helped him already, and obviously he took that and he spit it out. He doesn't want help.
Yeah, so as you can hear from that clip right there, like I said, it's not looking good for Frankie. Apparently, bro has dove off the deep end. His brother seems to be doing okay, though, so good for him. But this video came out where he was explaining the situation, and then about, I don't know, a month later, body cam footage actually was released online showing Frankie, aka Kodiak Red, being arrested for impersonating his brother. I guess that he got in some type of altercation or fight, which is something that has happened over the years, multiple times, but he got into some kind of altercation. He ended up running. He called the police. When the police showed up, instead of giving them his name, he gave them his brother's name. They were quickly able to tell the difference between him and his brother. They've got different tattoos all over their faces. Granted, they do both have a bunch of face tats, but they are different tattoos. The cops aren't dumb, so they seen that. They was like, yeah, we don't know about that, and he was arrested. So that brings us into the current news, which is Frankie being arrested in Florida on serious charges, gun and drug charges. And we got the article right here. It says a member of the Island Boys rap group is facing gun and drug charges after being arrested in Naples on Sunday, calling them a rap group. I don't know, that seems like a pretty big reach, but it says Frankie Venegas, 23 years old, was booked into the Collier County Sheriff's Office on one count of possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and possession of an altered firearm. That right there is going to be a pretty heavy charge, having an altered firearm. I don't know if that means that he painted his gun, he etched his name in the side or he had a switch on it, but it said, according to the arrest report, deputies pulled over a Corvette on Old Well Road after it failed to come to a complete stop. Deputies said Venegas was identified as the passenger. The Collier County Sheriff's Office said the driver, Olivia, who was 25 years old, had an expired registration and license plates. Deputies said during the information check, it was discovered that the tag had been updated and was valid. She was given a citation, but a K9 unit was called to the scene, and Venegas and this chick were asked to step out of the car so they could search the vehicle. During the search, deputies said they found a plastic bag with white pills inside laying on the passenger side floorboard. So bro had it in his pocket or in his shoe or something. He took it out, threw it on the floor. He was gonna, I guess, let her take the charges. It says deputies searched the pills and discovered that they were 10 milligrams of oxycodone. The sheriff's office said there were 7 total pills. Additionally, deputies said they found 5 pills containing oxycodone with acetaminophen in them. According to the arrest report, deputies questioned Frankie, who said that they were not his and he did not know how they got there. They said that Frankie went on to state that he does have a prescription for oxycodone but did not have it on him. He was asked if he had a picture on his phone of the prescription or if he had virtual access to his prescription, which he reportedly did not. Deputies continued searching the vehicle, where they said they found a brown handbag on the passenger side floorboard. According to the arrest report, deputies found a pistol inside the bag along with a clear plastic straw that had a white powdery substance on it. Deputies attempted to search the firearm but could not find the identifying serial number that was placed on it by the manufacturer. Oh, okay, so it had the serial number filed off. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty serious charge, especially in Florida. It says the pistol was spray painted blue. Deputies took the pistol apart and checked for both serial numbers, which they said were missing. Dang, bro melted one of his crayons and colored his pistol blue. That's crazy. It says he was arrested and taken to the Naples Jail Center, where he is facing charges of possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and possession of an altered firearm. So this is the official story. This just happened yesterday. If he can produce a prescription for the oxycodones like he said he had, that charge might go away. But that having possession of an altered firearm charge, that one is going to be serious, and the serial numbers are filed off. He might be facing like a defacing charge for doing that as well, and it depends on where he got the gun. If the serial numbers are filed off of it, I'm assuming he didn't get it legally. He better hope it ain't being used for nothing crazy. That's all I know. I did actually go look up what the penalties are for this specific crime in Florida, and according to the law offices of Roger P. Foley, it says that removing or altering the serial number is a 3rd-degree felony, which is punishable by up to 5 years in prison with a $5,000 fine. The mere possession of a gun with an altered or missing serial number is a 1st-degree misdemeanor, punishable by 365 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. So if they can prove that he removed the serial numbers, he could be facing up to 5 years in prison for this. If he just had possession of it, which we know he did because they found it on him, he may be facing a year in jail. I'm not sure how they'll determine if he's the one that removed it or not. Maybe they'll use some kind of expert fingerprinting or something like that. The Island Boys don't really strike me as the, brightest light bulbs in the package. So it's just something we'll have to wait and see. But he also has possession of those oxycodone pills, and depends on if he could produce a valid prescription for those or not. They may go away, but it said that they found 7 of them on there, and those could be serious charges too. This right here said that if it's 28 grams or more, then there is a mandatory minimum sentence of 25 years. So I don't know how much one oxycodone weighs, but if it's more than 28 grams, he might be facing 25 years. I don't know if 7 will be, 28 grams or not, but I don't know. I don't use them. I don't have them, so I have no way of knowing. Now, we also have a copy of the official police report right here from the sheriff's office, and it gives a little bit more information. We can see that it says he was charged with oxycodone pills, but interestingly, it says right here that he was placed under arrest for delivering, possessing, or selling an altered firearm. Talks about the numbers being removed. He didn't resist, but we also have this statement right here from one of the cops, and he said, while the sergeant conducted his traffic stop, I walked up to the passenger side of the vehicle and noticed a clear plastic Ziploc bag with white pills inside laying on the floorboard in plain view. Due to the pills being in plain view and not inside a prescription container with proper labeling, I conducted a probable cause search, opened the passenger door, and retrieved a clear plastic bag of white pills. As per my experience in training, the pills were packaged as if they were illegal narcotics. Using my agency issued cell phone, I researched on drugs.com the first white round pill. It was found that the pill was oxycodone 10 milligram and is classified as a Schedule II controlled substance. It should be noted that there were 7 white round pills in the container. The second pill inside the bag was white and rectangular, and it was found out out that that pill was oxycodone with acetaminophen. It is also listed as a Schedule II controlled substance, and there were 5 of those rectangular ones. Due to finding the controlled substance on the floorboard of the passenger seat, I read Frank his Miranda rights. Frank advised that he understood his rights and was willing to answer questions. I asked Frank about the pills located on the floorboard where he was sitting. He said that the pills were not his and he did not know how they got there. Furthermore, Frank went on to state that he does have a prescription for oxycodone but did not have it on him. I asked Frank if he had a picture on his cell phone, to which he said he didn't. Due to finding it, the officer continued his search of the immediate area. He located a brown handbag with the lettering MCM on it at the floorboard area of the passenger seat. I opened the bag and found a handgun inside the bag along with a clear plastic cut straw. It should be noted that inside the handbag there were credit cards with Frank's name on them. I also located a cut straw with a white powdery substance inside the center console. I removed the firearm from the handbag and unloaded it. I attempted to run the firearm through NCIC but could not locate the identifying serial number that was placed on it by the manufacturer. I noted that the firearm was spray painted a blue color. I also noticed that the Glock serial number tag stapling on the Glock accessory rail had been removed. Furthermore, I took the firearm apart and checked the Glock slide and barrel, and those serial numbers were also missing. Frank was placed in handcuffs and taken to jail. But yeah, bro, that's what we got. That's the story. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.